What's up, guys? We're live now. Just as I was starting the broadcast, YouTube let me know that I'm now starting to go live and I can broadcast for up to 8 hours. So, hey, why don't we just do it? Why don't we just stay on for 8 hours? Just build as much as we can of this PG as we can in 8 hours. We probably get like halfway through, right? Maybe. Yeah, anyway, so we're going to be building the Perfect Grade Banshee Norn. So again, a big thank you to MindFenix Hobby Store for sending me this kit. I'm so excited. Just as I was starting. Sorry, there goes my monitoring of the video. Anyway, so yeah, I am going to be trying to monitor the chat. So if you guys want to ask questions or just kind of talk there amongst yourselves while I'm working, feel free to do that. This is probably going to get a little bit boring, just watching me cut and clean up parts. Hobbylink TV does this for some new kits sometimes, and I think Sid doesn't really clean. It's usually Sid that's building the kits, right? Doesn't really clean up the nubs, I think, all that much as he's going along, which is fine for demonstration's sake. But because I just can't really do that, kind of maybe OCD, even if I wanted to, like, just snap the kit without like caring too much about cleaning the nubs very perfectly. I don't think I can do that. I have to get rid of the nubs, so it will take me a little bit longer. I can't do this super fast, but I'll try to keep it going relatively quickly, show you guys some cool stuff in the build, and answer some of your questions as we're going along related to this kit or just whatever. Feel free to ask. What else? So I guess that's pretty much it. I've got all the parts here behind me because that's my main desk. What I'm working here now is where my photo tent usually is. I've gotten rid of that just to sort of use this desk as well. It's kind of my secondary desk. And yes, I see some people are commenting here. So hello, Simon, and everyone else who's saying hello. But anyway, hey guys, I have this, which I'm going to maybe try to use. Give me just a second. This is, my wife gave this to me. It's for your phone, basically. It's for a macro. It has different lenses for it, like a macro lens as well as a wide angle lens. So I use the macro lens for it to sometimes take close-up pictures of kits with my phone. It works really well. I'm gonna try it. I tried this on my computer. Let me know if this looks better for you guys. The downside of using this is that it creates this fisheye look, obviously, and we get a little bit of the corners cut out because of that. But let's see if I can adjust that a little bit better. There we go. The plus side of using this sort of thing on my lens here is that when I want to show you guys something up close, you can see it better, I think, for looking at stuff up close. So what do you guys think? Leave this on or leave it off? I'll give there's a couple seconds delay in the video, so I'll give you guys a few seconds to answer that while I just keep this on. It is 11 o'clock p.m. on a Saturday night, and rather than going out and doing something fun, I'm just sitting here building this kit with you guys, but that's fun too. So I'm looking forward to this very much. I've got the parts for the base here. I want to just build the base up first, so that's just kind of out of the way. And then we'll go through. Do you guys want me to build like the new specific stuff for this kit, like the new head and the new backpack first to show you that, or can I just follow along the manual, if that's okay? I think. I have the Perfect Grade Unicorn. I really wanted to get that built and reviewed before doing this so I could have some kind of reference to compare these two. I didn't have enough time, so sorry about that, you guys. I guess you probably don't really care that much. It was just a kind of a OCD thing of mine. I wanted to do that first, but didn't have time. So I won't be able to compare this to the Unicorn. You guys are saying to leave on the lens, so I'll leave that on for now. If that is bothering any of you guys, let me know. If this light is too bright, I'll try to push that away a little bit. Anyway, yeah, if what was I saying? I don't know. Just lost my train of thought. Anyway, so okay, yeah, someone is saying yes to build the stuff first, like the shield too. All right, let's say this. I'll build the base first, and then the shield next right away. So I'll build the shield before we start on the body. That works for me. The other thing is that I have the LED unit, as you guys know, or as maybe you know if you saw my unboxing video for that. It is here. I was planning on using this for the unicorn, and then I ordered a third-party LED set for the Banshee because, as I said, I think in the last live feed, I prefer the Banshee Norn anyway. I prefer the Banshee Norn in unicorn mode. So I don't really want to use a more expensive LED set if it's just going to be in unicorn mode. But I ordered that third-party set from Samuel. I haven't got it yet, so we're obviously going to be needing it for the construction. I would like to avoid constructing the kit and then having to take it apart again to put in the LED set. But I am planning on painting this. I haven't mentioned anything about that unless you watched the last live feed. I did mention it there. But I usually don't do that for you guys. I usually don't like paint a kit like right away. Usually the stuff that I paint is like other stuff from my backlog. But this one I am going to be painting it right away as we're building it. So I haven't quite decided what I want to do. If I want to build the whole thing with the LED set first and then review it. It's like just snap it all up first and with the LED set, review it, then have to take it all apart, take the LED set out, and then paint it like that, or just paint it as we're going along. I haven't decided yet, so what do you guys think? Paint as we're going, or snap it up first and then paint? I think a benefit to snapping it before painting is just at least it will give me a good idea of how everything works on the kit. So then when I go to paint it, I have a better idea of yeah, how things are working and all of that. I don't know. There's advantages to both. Obviously, the disadvantage of snapping it all first is then there's a lot of disassembly required in that. Luckily, if I remember correctly, Bandai provided us somewhere in there, I think, with a special parts separator that we're going to be using for this kit. We'll see. So, like I said, just working on the base first. It's big. These parts are huge and take up a lot of space in the box. I want them out. And there we go. We've already got 3 runners down out of 52. So that's a chip made there. This part, these parts like for the arm, for the base, I don't know. I guess they're the same polystyrene, but this piece in particular feels a little bit different feeling to it. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I haven't been looking at the comments here. Ezio asked, damn, how long will this be? How long will this particular video be, or how long will this series be? When I said it's going to be 8 hours, I was just joking. I'm not going to broadcast for 8 hours. It's 11 o'clock at night. But just to let you guys know, we are with the Gunpla Talk, those guys that I do the other live broadcasts with, Jim at Gunpla Fixation, Simon at Gundam UK, who's watching. Hey, Simon. And Justin, Justinius Builds, Tim at Child of Mecha. With those guys, we do our monthly broadcasts hosted over on Jim's channel, Gunpla Fixation. We are doing a broadcast today, tomorrow. Basically, for me, it's first thing in the morning, so basically gonna work on this for a while now, probably about 2 hours till about 1 o'clock in the morning here, local time for me. Then go to sleep and then wake up at 6:40 in the morning and do another live broadcast with those guys. So go check out Jim's channel and watch for that coming up in the morning. So far, all these parts are undergated. Undergating is good at times, but for a kit that's not plated, it's actually more annoying than it is useful because you have to cut the nubs more. You have to cut them twice instead of just cutting them once, or it's better to cut them twice anyway. So yeah, I'm going to be painting this kit. The color scheme, I'm thinking at the moment, this could change, but at the moment I'm thinking either flat black or glossy black. I don't want to keep the main color like that, like dark navy blue. I want to have it black, just all black. So yeah, either deciding flat black or like a really shiny gloss black, and then have like the inner frame and the gray parts in just flat. So like it'll have a nice two-tone effect to it, having the inner frame in just a flat matte coat, and then all of the black armor parts in this really shiny, like high gloss black would be cool, like using like glossy black paint, and then a glossy top coat and some gold decals. Will look pretty cool, I think. Pretty slamming. Paint, someone said paint straight up. Let's see, the video is only part 1, so breakdown like an hour, 2%. I don't know what you guys are talking about. You'll get to see what Zach eats for breakfast. Yes, usually when we do those live chats, I'm eating some sort of breakfast, granola bar or cereal or something. I usually try to finish it before we start the broadcast, but it's not always possible. Hope you guys don't mind. You know, here in Korea, that's like a big thing, watching people eat stuff live on the internet. It's called mukbang. If you guys have never heard of that, I recommend you check it out. I don't recommend you watch too much of it because it's really pointless and just like rots your brain. But people do that here and make a lot of money doing it. That's the one I already did. So yeah, someone said they're playing a game called Valkyrie Crusade. That's cool. Don't know what that has to do with this, but if you guys want to chat about that, feel free, whatever keeps you entertained. So again, as I said, I'm not the fastest builder. I'll try to go as fast as I can while keeping this all pretty clean. As you can see, I'm just cleaning up these nubs mostly just with my knife for the time being. This is all just for the base, so I'm not too worried about messing anything up or needing to sand anything. Got a sanding stick here in case I need one when we get to an area where I'm going to need it. But for right now, just using my knife is going to be fine. Although, late at night, when I'm tired, is the time when I always cut myself with my knife. So if I cut myself, we're going to end the broadcast because that's when I know it's getting too late and I can't concentrate on what I'm doing. Can't concentrate or can't focus or whatever the reason. When it's just late at night and I'm tired, things get dangerous. So I think that's pretty much it for this. Now we need to refer to the manual. This manual is ridiculously huge. Carlos asked, is the base ABS or polystyrene? I believe, go back and check the runner here. Yeah, it is ABS. So like these big parts here are ABS. The base part itself, I believe, is just polystyrene. Yeah, it's just polystyrene for the base there. So yeah, polystyrene for the main part, ABS for the arm. This thing is so huge. Let's see. Someone's Wild Nut asks, "What are you going to do for this part?" Again, for this part, I don't really have a particular goal. What we're going to do first is just building the base. Second is we're going to build the Armed Armor DE shield. And someone asked, "Hey, so do you think? What do you think of a PG Shinanju?" I would love a PG Shinanju. PG Psycho Gundam, yeah, right. PG Shinanju would be awesome. I'd love that. I love Shinanju. It's one of my favorite designs in all of the Gundam universe. Where is the base? Do we build the base first? I don't remember. I don't think so. Oh yeah, we do. Okay, well that was easy. I didn't actually do that on purpose. I was just planning on building the base first just to get it out of the way. So we're just gonna pop this in here, this here, and we do need to go ahead and start wiring some LEDs right off the bat. So let me get this part put together, and then I'll get out my LED set. So maybe we can skip this part of the LEDs because it's just putting the battery pack in the bottom. So I'm going to skip that for now, I think. Nur Haznam asked, by the way, where are you from? I'm from America, but I live in Korea. PG Neo Zeon, PG Dendrobium, you guys are just ridiculous. What would be, that would be like 1/12 scale? Well, I don't really get what that means. Here's the arm. Huge part here. This thing is already like the size of like another perfect grade, like RX-78 too. Perfect grade is probably like comparable to just the size of this arm here. So how is that fitting into the base? It's just going to, looks like, slide into the back, into the back, like that. Da-da! And here's our base. So let me grab another kit. There we go. The only thing within reach without having to get up is a master grade goof. And you can see how big that is on there. Very, very, very big. You could probably fit like a high grade RX-78 too. You could probably fit like in the battery compartment. So that's done. Let me just put this down out of the way now, and let's skip ahead in the manual with the goof back here. This kit I am planning to do a review on. I built this a long time ago. I brought this back with me from my parents' house last time I was home in America a couple months ago. I brought that back with me because I want to paint it. So I'll do a review of that when I get time there, and the camper is there as well, and a couple other kits I brought back also. All right, so we're going to skip to page 46 and build the Armed Armor DE shield. So let me grab some runners here. Someone asked, is it hot in here? Yes, it is kind of hot in here. I have the door open, window open slightly, but it's quite cold outside. So if that's open, like, my feet are really cold. But obviously, as you can tell by my red face, it is kind of hot in here. So maybe I'll just deal with cold feet so you guys don't have to look at my red face. Should keep it cool. Ideally, I would like to open this door over here as well to get a nice cross breeze going through. But then my wife is sleeping and my cats are sleeping as well, so we won't do that. Let's see. WA9. This part here. WA8 as well. These parts are all so huge. Like I said in the unboxing, like, if you've never built a perfect grade, or if you haven't built a perfect grade in a while, you forget how huge these parts are. Like, especially this kit. The Unicorn is bigger than like the Zaku or the RX-78 too. Really cool effect there. Let's see how well you guys can see this. Maybe not that well, but there is a little bit of a gradient in this because of the thickness of this part, it looks like. So like for those parts, we'll need to cut those out as well. Let's see. I am going to keep the clear cycle frame parts clear. I'm not going to paint them. I might use some paint to make them more, to make the parts more shiny, but haven't decided on a good way to do that yet. So at the moment, I'm not sure. Anyway, I do want to be careful about the nubs because I'm going to use those parts. Someone asked, did I get this kit for free? Essentially, yes. I mean, I didn't pay for the kit, but it's not technically for free. I mean, I'm doing work for the company in a way. When you're basically getting paid in a way to do your hobby, it's kind of hard to call it work, but it is technically work. So, I mean, it's not totally for free. It's sort of a form of payment, if that makes sense. But I'm just cutting off the extra clear parts of the runner to throw in my stash of clear runners. Those are for making clear effect parts. If I want, let's see, WA10 we're also going to need here, and 15. I'm going to stop talking for a moment so I can focus on getting all the parts that I need to make this. So entertain yourselves for a moment while I cut some parts. WA11. Seven. What do you think of G-Systems kits since they're expensive? I've never built a G-Systems kit, so I couldn't say. Are good things. Why do we have two of those? Where is that going? All I can say is that I hope that this kit doesn't have as many problems with the, what is that? I hope this kit doesn't have as many problems with the holding the Armed Armor DE shield, like the Master Grade. Had some serious problems holding this. Hopefully this one won't be so bad. Let's see, I'm going to need everything off this runner, so that's pretty simple. Well, all of this as well. Okay. Stupid. There's another runner down. And probably going to be needing all of these parts as well. Might as well keep going. I'm getting close. I like to cut out usually a lot of parts at once, usually enough parts to build one section. Not like, well, sometimes. But yeah, my point is usually I cut out quite a few parts at one time to build either one section, like all of the inner frame of the leg, or all of the arms, all the shoulder armor, something like that. For this, it's quite a bit of parts here. And these are all parts that I know are going to be used for this particular step, for the shield. I would not recommend just going in like right off the bat. As soon as you start like the kit, just going in, cutting all the parts off all the runners. I would not ever recommend that, especially not for a perfect grade. So please don't do that. Another runner down, and there's a couple more. All right, I'm going to clean up these parts here first before we move on, because my pile is growing. Let's see. He said, I wish Bandai would make a 1/100 scale and larger kits and do away with 1/44. He mentioned in the video that he did. I'm not sure. I mentioned in the video that I did what? Did you manage to order the P Bandai? Yes, the P Bandai Banshee parts, yes, I did order those, so I will be getting those in February. Yes, there'll always be a market for 1/44 scale. Yeah, not everyone likes 1/44 scale kits. My good friend Alex is one of them, just because he has huge hands. Like me, I have pretty big hands too. But yeah, well, I mean, certain things are not for everyone. But I mean, pretty much everything that Bandai makes has an audience. So I mean, like, if you don't like the G-Self, well, there's probably a lot of people who do like the G-Self. Or you don't like 1/44 scale kits, there's probably a lot of people who only build 1/44 scale and never build any master grade or other sort of 1/100 scale kits. So I don't know. If Bandai wasn't making money off something, then they would stop making it. But as long as they're making money off it, they're not just gonna stop making it. So especially not just because one person said that they want one thing or another. Anyway, get my point, right? Someone said your good friend Alex is an awesome friend. Yes, he is. I know he's going to be watching. I don't know if he's watching yet, but he sent me a message and told me he's going to be watching. I have yet to respond to his message, actually, because when he sent that to me, I was busy getting ready to start doing this. So let me actually go ahead and check that. Okay. All right. So yeah, I don't know. Now 11:30, almost already. I've been going almost 30 minutes. Don't really have a whole lot accomplished so far. Obviously, this is going to be a long process. I need to cut off this part here as well. I'm not going to build the entire kit live. I think that would be a lot of data used up on the internet that I think could go to something a bit more interesting. Don't really need to do like a 20-part series on building this, I think. But yeah, just see what I think here. Someone said, kind of wish you would have started this a bit later. I could try to build along. My Banshee is out for delivery. Sorry, Fuzzy Hawk Down. If you would have let me know earlier, maybe I would have held this video off a little bit longer. No, actually, sorry. I meant to start doing this like 3 days ago, but I was trying to make some progress on some other kits first before starting this, because this is obviously going to be a pretty big project. That's going to take a long time. So yeah, especially since I'm going to be painting this as well. So this is the life, eh? Feels alone in his budgety performance of HGs. Hey, if your budget only allows for HGs, you're not doing bad, because a lot of the recent HGs are really, really nice kits, so nothing really to complain about there. And like, it's very, very rare that Bandai ever discontinues kits, so hey, maybe, for example, this is a kit that you really want now, but you can't afford it. It's always going to be around. You're always going to be able to get it, unless Bandai just randomly discontinues it, or unless Bandai just randomly goes out of business. But neither of those things I would really worry too much about. So just wait until you can afford it, and then buy it. And then probably by that time there'll be like 17 other kits that you want more than this, or like 17 other new kits, or like 100 more new kits out by that time. And you're just going to totally forget about this. Or that's how people get backlogs. I've got so much stuff in the backlog, it's just silly. But that's how it goes. You figure it's something, for me, when it comes to buying kits, and these days I don't buy any more kits just because of my backlog. But like when I was living in Japan and buying a lot of kits there, what it came down to for me is less like, if it's a kit that I know I want to build at some point, so like maybe I'm not going to build it right away, but I do have a good idea, something that I want to do with the kit. If I find it at a good price, then I'll buy it because I know I'm eventually going to want it. So might as well get it now at a good price, because the prices don't really change. It's not like for like a video game or something like that. Some new game came out and I knew I could just wait a little while on it. I could wait and I can get it later and it's going to be cheaper. But Gunpla, new at like prices for new Gunpla, the price that does never get cheaper. So basically, if you can find it at a good price, then you might as well just buy it if you actually are planning on building it at some point. If it was something that I thought, oh, that looks cool, but I don't really have any particular idea in mind for it, then I won't buy it. Like, for example, here's a good example, the Master Grade Jesta. Great kit. I love the design. I love pretty much anything from Unicorn. The designs are great, but I don't really have a strong interest in building that kit anytime soon. Don't really have any particular idea that I'm really super excited about, so I've just never bought one. That's pretty much it. So yeah, that's my story. Someone said the RE Kshatriya will be big if we get it. Yes, indeed, it will. Quite expensive, but I mean, comparable to the Nightingale. Nightingale's big too, and expensive, and it did all right, I guess. So this Bandai knows that their big, expensive kits can sell too. Bunny Freak said he wants a RE Leo. Hey, me too. I would much rather have an RE Leo than a Kshatriya, and I don't know. I would actually have to think about that. I'm probably only saying that because I have the Ellen 1/100 scale Kshatriya. If I didn't have that, then I might have to agree with you. But I don't know, the HG Kshatriya is really nice too. I don't really see why there's so much demand for a 1/100 scale. I mean, the HG kit is nice, and it's already big. So like, you want something bigger, more expensive, and like I don't really know what it's gonna do that the HG can't do. Yeah, the binders might open up better, like how they're supposed to, on the top as well, but I don't know. It's not really too big of a deal for me. So, yep. Just once again, you guys, I'm not using any sanding sticks at the moment, just because I'm trying to keep this relatively quick. If I need to, I will, but for the time being, we'll be okay. When it comes time to paint, you know, if something needs cleaned up a little bit more, I can always do it at that time too. When we prime and the primer starts bringing out any rough edges or nub marks that need to be cleaned up more, can always get to that later. So let's see. Someone says that I guess talking about the advantages of a Master Grade Kshatriya would be size. Yes, it obviously would be much bigger, and then proportions. Yes, I guess that's true. Proportions could be better, but I don't think the proportions on the HGUC are bad. I think they are definitely a little bit inaccurate to maybe the original artwork, how it appears in the anime. Slightly different, but not that bad. I don't know, it doesn't bother me too much. I'm not a big stickler for stuff being totally super anime accurate. Someone says, do you use super fine sanding sticks? My sanding sticks that I have, I believe, are 800 grit, so kind of fine. That's not super fine, but it's finer than like 400. Let's see, are you getting the HG Mark II revive? Yes, I will be getting that. My thought is the size of the Gundam like the Reborns is not a big deal. It's only bigger than the standard 100 a little bit. Right, sure. One thing about shield parts in particular is that due to their large size, I found the shield parts are very easy to damage if you're removing the nubs with a knife like I'm doing. Very easy to gouge out plastic on the shield for some reason. So be very careful. Sanding sticks are only used when you decide to paint that kit. Yeah, I mean, you could use sanding sticks if you're not going to paint. I mean, there's no rule or law against that, but yes, primarily they're much more helpful for if you're planning to paint. Of course, is when you need to remove the nubs as best as you possibly can, and that's when you need to worry about when you don't need to worry about any discoloration of the plastic due to the sanding process. So yes, you're right there. If you don't have any intentions to paint, I suggest you cut the nub carefully and you'll be okay. Yeah. If you're not gonna paint, a lot of times you can get away with not sanding if you're careful with a knife and do it well. Of course, sanding the nubs is always the best way, and you really should do that. But if you don't paint, you know, it's understandable. But what you should do is just paint. So in that case, you should sand your nubs, and then you should paint as well. It's the best way. You got to paint it to make it yours, right? You don't have to paint. You don't want to paint. That's fine. Whatever. The Tryon 3 is better than Super Fumina. That's a pretty objective thing to say, I think, that the Tryon 3 is better than Super Fumina. If you mean bigger, I don't think that's the case, because the Tryon 3 is big, but Super Fumina is like almost 1/100 scale size, quite large. Let's see. What grit is that? What grit? What grit is this? Super Fumina is best girl. Someone said, yeah, that kit looks cool. Definitely looking forward to it. Damn, these undergates. It's annoying, really. I just put on some Tamiya extra thin cement into the gouged out part and shave some sprue into the hole. That sounds familiar. I think I've heard of people doing that before. Yeah, basically as a substitute for putty, basically. I think that's maybe what you're talking about there. I've never actually tried that. Someone finds the Super Fumina kit very creepy. I guess so. Some huge shield parts here. Will you be building Bandai Star Wars kits? I have 2 Bandai Star Wars kits on the desk behind me. Over there, actually behind some other stuff, you can't see them, which is actually that side over here is my wife's desk, which is crowded with a lot of my stuff. But the moment as well. She does nail art stuff, manicure kind of things like that. But due to the fact of her being pregnant, she can't be around those chemicals, so has not been using her desk, and it has just become a storage place for my stuff. But anyway, the point is that on her desk is 2 Bandai Star Wars kits that I actually bought for her, so we have them. They're not mine, they're actually hers, but I unboxed them. It's the C-3PO and the R2-D2 R5-D4, and once I help her build up those kits, I will show them to you guys in a review video. Not planning on, at the moment anyway, not planning on doing a build video of building those. So someone asks, how long does it take to build a PG kit? That's the wrong question to ask, really. Another reason why I sort of disapprove, or not, one thing that I disapprove of HobbyLink Japan's show is that they often talk about how long it takes to build a kit. Like you can build this kit in an hour, or this kit took me 3 hours to build. Everyone builds at different paces, so there's really no point in even mentioning, like talking about that, how long it took someone to build a kit, or asking how long it takes to build a kit, because everyone builds differently, depending on what you do, depending on how fast you work, how careful you work. You could build something really, really quickly, but I mean, you're probably gonna fuck a lot of it up. So let's see. Someone asked, how far along is she with the baby? How far along is my wife with our baby? The baby is due this this coming week, so very far along. The baby is just about to make his appearance, actually. So be prepared for not seeing any videos from me for a while. Actually, that's not true. For the past week, actually, I've been recording a lot of stuff. I've got like 3 kits to 3 reviews filmed, and then some other stuff, and some other stuff. So I've been working on just getting a lot of stuff filmed and prepared, so that when the baby comes, basically all I have to do is just do just a little bit of editing and uploading, and that's it. So I'll be able to keep some videos coming out to you guys, even though I won't really be working on anything at that time. So okay, that's that. Someone asked, question, are you getting the premium Bandai set to make the Banshee, the regular Banshee? Yes, once again, yes, I am getting the part set to make the Banshee. I don't really want to use that for this kit. I want to have a Banshee Norn and a Banshee, so I'll have to get another Banshee Norn kit later on to use with the Bandai, P-Bandai Banshee part set. So that means I'll have some extra Banshee Norn parts, which would be cool. Don't really know what I'm going to do with those. The Armed Armor DE, the extra Armed Armor DE that I'll have at that point is probably going to, at that point, go to my regular Unicorn kit. I have the full armor part set for that, so I figure I might as well give it the Armed Armor DE as well. Make it super duper full armor. So, yeah. Ugh. Throat is a little bit sore. I almost wonder if it's due to all of the videos I've been recording this week. I've been talking a lot into the camera. And this room is a little bit dry. Also, I was doing a lot of work on my SD Zaku, sanding putty without wearing a mask. This is not good for you. And I didn't really think about it at the time until like my throat started feeling a little sore, and I was like, oh damn, probably shouldn't have been sanding that putty without wearing a mask. So yeah. Let me take some drink of water here. Someone asks your very first Gunpla. If you're asking me what my very first Gunpla was, it was the old HG1100 scale Shenlong from Gundam Wing. Cool kit. Have no intention of ever going back and building another one though. I don't like the look of those kits now. They're just way too many panel lines on there. Of course, you could get rid of that, but when you have the new Shenlong EW kit, which is a really, really nice kit. I've never built one, but I'm sure it's a nice kit. I'm going to be building one soon because I ordered the P-Bandai Nataku, which is mostly the same kit. But anyway, no intention to go back and ever work on that same kit. Could be like a nostalgia thing, like working on the same kit again, which was my first Gunpla kit, but don't really think I'm ever going to really do that. Shields can have some nasty nubs. Almost done with these, and then it's time to cut some more parts before we snap this up together. Let's see, does anyone know if the claw weapon thingy on the Banshee can be wielded in either hand? I've got this aversion to asymmetric things. The Armed Armor VN is the claw you're talking about on the arm, that'd be the Armed Armor VN. As far as I know, it should be able to work on both the left and right arm because the arms are symmetrical. So you should be able to use that on either arm. So like if you bought 2 of those sets, yeah, you could do that, put a claw on each arm. Someone asked me, are you using the knife and sanding stick at the same time? Isn't it just enough to use the knife? Yeah, it is enough just to use the knife most of the time, for the time being anyway, for what I'm doing at this point in time. The knife is enough for most of this, but some of these nubs I do need to clean up a bit with the sanding stick as well. As I said, if maybe you're just coming in now, or if you haven't heard me say, I'm going to be painting this kit as well very soon. So just saving me from having to go back and work on all the nubs again later, just doing them all as we go along. So yeah, I'll just pose. Let's see, someone else said the kit itself is not as good as we think. I think he also wants to paint it later. Yeah, just in case any of you guys have come in now late and maybe missed the beginning of the video, I said I am going to be painting this kit. Haven't quite decided about the order. If I want to snap up the entire kit first and then do a review of it like that, like normal, and then go back and paint it. I could do that, but then that's kind of a lot of work to disassemble everything. The other alternative is just to paint as we're going along, which I think is probably what I would prefer to do. I don't know, what do you guys think? No out-of-box review for this kit and just paint it up and then just do the review like that? Fine by me, I think. And I mean, I would be a little bit worried that what would happen is that I would just snap it all up and then do the out-of-box review, and then it'd be time to paint the kit, and I would be kind of like lazy to start painting it, or like I would let other stuff get in the way and I would just like put it off. I think if I paint it as I'm going along, then I'm more sure to actually work on the painting without putting it off. So I think that'd probably be better. So I think I'll probably just paint it as we're going along. Maybe something like that. Maybe not each section at a time or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. At this point, at least for today anyway, we're just snapping. We're not going to do any painting or anything today. Someone said, I've seen P-Bandai kits here in the US at Gundam Planet, not on their online store, but in the physical shop themselves. Yeah, Gundam Planet. Those of you guys who live in the US, don't you find Gundam Planet to be like terribly expensive? I've looked at their online store before, and I just thought, it's like, damn, this is really expensive. I mean, obviously, I know the reasons for stuff being expensive. Stuff is more expensive there than it is here. It's just how it goes. But, damn, some of that stuff, it's really expensive. So, let's start snapping the shield, shall we? There we go. That's in there. This one is going here. Working on snapping up the shield now. Oh, damn. Need to cut out this inner part of this. You guys see that inner section inside there? I have to cut that out as well. It's kind of silly. Not sure what the point was to making gates inside this part, but I'm sure they had some sort of good reason for doing that. Makes it very difficult to clean up these nub marks inside of here, though. These gate marks, I should say, these nubs. Someone just sneezed very loudly outside. I'm all the way up on the 15th floor, by the way. So the fact that someone sneezed really loudly, probably down in the parking lot, and I heard it very loudly up here, should tell you exactly how loud that was, and he just did it again. All right. Man, just sneezing up a storm out there. All right, so let's see. How are these going? We need these parts. Which one's which? Should be like that. We need, oh, damn. Just when I thought I'm ready to start putting some stuff together, I missed a nub here. How annoying. So, yes, putting this on here. And so, on the opposite one. And here. Like this. There's that, there's that. Let's see, then this one on first. This one on second. And then this guy on next. Need that to be lined up. MGV2 is still hype though. Yeah, I'm excited about the MGV2. I hope we get a P-Bandai add-on set for the Assault Buster. Would be cool. Then 4 is opening these up. 5, attaching this one to here. 6 is putting this onto here. God damn. Here we go. Here's our shield. This thing is so huge. I have a Master Grade Unicorn up here. Grab that. Yeah. Okay. Keep in mind, this is just the regular shield. We haven't even put on the Armed Armor DE parts yet. Here's a Master Grade Venom Unicorn, and as you can see, just the shield in its destroy mode is taller, even if it's transformed into unicorn mode. It is just about the same height as the unicorn venom in unicorn mode anyway. That's crazy. It's quite a big difference between 1/100 and 1/60 scale there. So that part is done. We can now work on the connection part. So let's see. First thing is putting these little guys in here, this one, in here like this, like this, like that. Question: do you think that we will get a PG Exia and PG 00 Quant anytime soon? No, I don't think so. That's all. I don't think so. We could, it's possible, but I don't think that's going to happen. I could be wrong though. Okay, so let's see here. This. Hope this is right. And then this guy. Like that. And then 10. Here's our mounting piece. And this is just going to slide down onto there. Like so. So there's that. Seems pretty strong, pretty good. Then you can just plug it onto the back of the arm like that. But we want to make the DE as well. So it's time to cut some more parts. Let's drink some water. Thirsty. This part looks like a fox's head or something. So you guys know in the last episode of Gunpla News, someone asked, anyone want an MG Stargazer? You know, the Stargazer is a design that I used to really be into. That was like on my Gunpla wish list for a long time, the HG Stargazer kit. I thought it was really cool. But then like later and now, I have no interest in that kit at all. I can definitely see why people like it. It's got a really cool look to it, but the really huge like black kind of lines on it, I know they're supposed to like light up or something, right? I don't know exactly, but those like really huge black lines going across it really make me not like the design of that anymore. It would be cool to paint it up, do something custom or something like that with it, I guess. So I don't know. I might still consider it at some point in my life. One more runner down and broken. Yeah, Stargazer, I'd consider it at some point, but it's definitely not as high on my wish list as it once was. Let's see. WO, what do we need in terms of cycle frame here? WO5 as well as WO2. W01 and 2 here. I'm definitely sure we're going to need this huge piece. That's a huge piece of flat cycle frame there. I think we're going to need this piece as well. It's a W03 and 4. Right. So far, it's all very similar to the master grade. I'll say that. Of course, this is just the shield. The kit itself is obviously going to have much more different stuff going on. And let's see, WP, we need WP 6.5. Okay, focus. 5. So I was saying, what are you guys talking about? If you're talking about Naruto, sorry, it's Nantaku. Nantaku. Nataku. Sorry, I'm not monitoring the chat that well, guys. I'm trying to focus on the buildings. I hope that's okay with you guys. If you have like a really specific question you want me to answer, make it like really obvious, easy to see, and I'll see it better. Let's see, W03. Okay, what? No, this is WP. WP1. Okay, gonna need those. Couple little guys there. Those are some tiny parts. Everything else has been huge so far, and those are some really tiny ones. WP2. Need those. WP. See WM2. Where's WM? Okay, I must have already cut that one. WM. Oh. WP. So it's WP8. It's here. Are you getting the Nataku? Yes, I am getting the Nataku. Sorry. I said that a little bit ago. But yes, just to say it once again, yes, I am getting the Nataku kit. That was the old 1/100 scale Endless Waltz kit. Was one that I always really wanted, and I just never really got it. So I figure now is a good time to get one, and it comes with some really nice water slides. Was another big selling point for me, which I mentioned in the Gunpla news about the Just a Cannon. As can't say for sure, but from what we can see so far, the Just a Cannon does not come with any water slides, whereas the Nataku does, which is nice and a big selling point for me for the Nataku. So I think that's it for all the parts we need for this. So let's get back to cleaning some nubs, then finish up the armed armor DE. Some undergates here to get rid of some of these parts. Again, as I said before, on a kit like this that doesn't have any extra finish on it, the undergating is a little bit annoying. Call me crazy, and call Bandai crazy, but I almost wonder if Bandai did a lot of undergating on this kit because they're planning on someday releasing a Phoenix is, I mean, is that a crazy thing to think? I mean, you can see how a lot of people would say, like, of course, Bandai loves milking the unicorn kit, the HD version, MG version, but this is a big, expensive kit. Like, Bandai can only milk it so much before they're going to start losing money, because these kits cost a lot of money to produce. It's a lot of plastic in here. But is Bandai crazy enough to do a PG version of the Phoenix? I don't know. They did undergate it. Not everything, but a lot of the armor parts, a lot of the exterior parts so far have all been undergated, so maybe they did that in preparation of a Phoenix, or at least just like a maybe like titanium finish unicorn, or some sort of like extra finish unicorn something. I don't know, man. What do you guys think? That'd be so expensive. I can't imagine that would be worth it for Bandai to make. It's too expensive. But I don't know. Bandai's pulled some crazy shit before. If they think they can make some money off it, they're gonna do it. So if they made a Perfect Grade Phoenix, man, I don't know, that'd be hard to resist. That would be crazy with all the gold plating. I know, man, right? P Bandai Phoenix with gold plating. Yeah, a P Bandai Phoenix with gold plating. I would guess that price to be somewhere around like $400, 300 something, close to 400. It'd be damn expensive, but it'd be damn tempting too. But I don't know, like the nub marks on that. Oh, I guess it's undergated. That's the whole point. So I guess the nubs wouldn't be too bad. I should have thought ahead, but I guess probably at the time when they made the original unicorn, like the master grade, I guess at the time when they made that, they probably didn't even have the design of the Phoenix. So they didn't really have any intention at the time of ever doing a plated version. Now that they know they could do a Phoenix, they undergated it just to be safe, just in case they ever decide they want to. Maybe. I don't know. Could be totally wrong about that, but it's an interesting hypothesis anyway. Please, the next PG announcement will be Tiger and Bunny. Highly doubt that. But so far, the only non-Gundam Perfect Grade kit that Bandai has put out that I know of is the very first Perfect Grade, which is the Evangelion 01. Someone says that the Phoenix would be worth it just for the blue Psycho frame and the 2 Armed Armor DE. That would be nice. You know what I'm surprised they haven't done yet, and what I wouldn't be surprised if Bandai does, and what I think they should do is they should release a P Bandai set of just green Psycho frame if you wanted to make the final battle version. And then like that green Psycho frame you could use for either the unicorn or the Banshee. So they don't have to release the whole kit, just release the Psycho frame runners just in green instead of the reddish pink and orange for the Banshee. I don't see why not. That seems like it'd be a good idea. But again, Bandai is always unpredictable, and who knows what they're thinking. Anyway, so far, Bandai control us with a PG of the Build Fighters line. Man, if they put out a PG from the Build Fighters line, that would, number one, be so ridiculous. Number two, not surprising at all. Like, at first, I'd be kind of shocked, but then I'd be like, God damn, Bandai. They love money. It's like there's so many other kits that they could do perfect grades of, and like to do it from a kit that like a design that's like 1 or 2 years old. There's other kits like designs that have been out for like 20 years and have like a huge fan base of like a lot of old school fans liking it, waiting for a perfect grade, and like we just get like a perfect grade build burning Gundam. It'd be a cool kit, no doubt, but man, I'd love to see the reactions of people to that. I doubt Bandai would release a PG from, someone says that they doubt Bandai would do a PG from Build Fighters. I doubt it too, but again, I mean, Bandai's very unpredictable, and the Build Fighters kits do sell well, so who knows, eh? That series, no matter what you think of it, the series has done a lot to bring a lot of new fans into the hobby. And more fans means more money for Bandai. More money for Bandai means more kits for everyone. So I'm fine with that. I don't know. Interestingly, I think I talked about this before. Maybe I mentioned this once before. Recently, you guys know, or maybe some of you know, I went to Seoul and did an interview with Sorry Kim. Still working on editing that. That video is in the process. It's a really great interview. I'm very much looking forward to sharing that with you guys. But one of the questions after we finished, we went out for lunch, and I just asked him a few more questions there of like just some questions that I thought were maybe not interesting enough to go in the interview, but I was just sort of interested in just asking him just for fun. One of the questions was, that I asked him at that time, was, are there any mobile suit designs that have not been made yet into kits that you would like to see made into kits? And his answer was really quite interesting, so I really wish I would have asked him that in the actual interview. But what he said was that no, there's not really anything that he wished Bandai would make a kit of, because we already have so many really nice kits, and there's so much that you can do with what we already have. The possibilities are endless of what you can do just with the kits that we already have. There's really no reason to want for anything more. And I thought that was a really cool and insightful answer. Like, I've never even thought about that. Like, it's totally true, but, and maybe like the thought has crossed my mind, but I've never really given too much thought to that idea of like, yeah, we really don't really need any more kits. Like, we already have a lot, and there's so much that you could do with those. I mean, just trying new things, new customization, new paint schemes, new weathering effects, new dioramas. There's so much that you can do with what we already have. Like, what's the point of like wishing for more? Just be more creative with what we have. Really cool point of view. I wish I would have got that in the interview, but now some of you guys know that anyway. Someone said, kind of surprised no third-party conversions for the PG to make a Build Fighters version. Yeah, I haven't seen any of that yet. To make like a Perfect Grade Red Warrior or something. I wish we got more Thunderbolt kits. Yeah. What Silver Maverick said about wish that we got more Thunderbolt kits. I agree. I've never built a Thunderbolt kit because those fall into the same category I talked about earlier with the Master Grade Justa, that although the kits look really nice, I don't really have any particular plan for them at the moment, so I've never bought them. But I'm sure the day will come when I will buy them. But they look like really cool kits, and I would like to see more of them coming out. Crossbone grunt suits, yeah, there's a lot of very interesting mobile suit designs in the Crossbone series. That would be nice to have kits of, but I don't know. Let's see. So, you guys, let's talk about this video. What do you guys think of the just audio, video, audio quality, video quality, sound quality, lighting, everything is okay? Something I should change? Lose the fisheye? What do you guys think? Sound is okay? Should I use some sort of microphone? Or what you guys think of this. I'm not going to ask about how entertaining this is because I'm sure it can't be all that entertaining, basically just listening to me rambling about stuff and watching me clean up nubs. Hopefully you guys are doing something interesting and just sort of like playing this in the background, not just totally letting me bore you to death. But let me know how this is going. Someone said pretty good quality, lighting definitely the best. Lose the fisheye, audio is good. Yeah, the fisheye is good for showing stuff. As I said, it's good for showing stuff like close up to you guys like that. But at the moment, I'm not really doing that, so there's not really too much use for having that fisheye on there. So I could take it off, but what do you guys think? Perfect. Painting, yes. Garrett, I will be painting this kit. So again, not sure how much of it I'm going to snap up before I start painting. If I'm going to snap the whole thing before I start painting, I'm not sure yet at this point in time. Maybe just like about halfway through and then paint, start painting, or at least like maybe just prime everything as I'm going along. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. This is going to be the first time I've ever painted a Perfect Grade kit, so should be an interesting process. I mean, it's really not too different from painting anything else. It's just a lot more to work with, obviously. A lot more parts you've got to paint. I wanted to see this here. Weird. Someone says, bring the cat. I have 2 cats, and I don't really want to bring either of them in the room right now. Nothing against them. My cats are, I'm lucky. I have like the best behaved cats in the world. They have never tried to scratch or bite me or hiss at me ever, once, ever. Like even when I'm like pushing him into his carrier and like he knows he's going to the vet, and he hates going to the carrier because he knows he's going to the vet. One of my cats, Pencil. He doesn't like try to hiss or scratch or bite. He just tries not to go in the carrier. So my cats are very polite and kind of timid. One of them is just like super, super timid. The other one is much more friendly. Neither of them are rude, which is good because cats can be assholes, but not mine. It's good. Maybe because they were both rescued off the street when they were just like babies, so like they know where they came from. They know they don't want to have to go back to the streets. They've already lived that hood life. They're not trying to go back, so they know they got to treat me right, or I'll kick them out. Well, they're pretty cool. They're coming up on 2 years old pretty soon. I have to get him a birthday cake. Pencil has been sick. One of my cats. They're named. Just bring one. All right. When I'm finished with this, I'll go get one of them and bring him in here. Wait. Who's saying that? Joshua Fernandez. Yeah, wait. I'll bring in one of the cats and show them to you guys. One of my cats is named Pencil, and the other one is named Nylon. Pencil is the one with the mustache. If you guys, I post some pictures of them sometimes on my Instagram. If you guys follow me on Instagram, the one with the mustache is Pencil. The all black one is Nylon. They're cool. I always preferred dogs personally, but my wife, before we got married, obviously, was saying that she wanted to get a cat. I was saying no thanks. Then Pencil, before he was named Pencil, was found at my school, at the school where I work. At the school where I work, some kids just found him like in the gutter outside the school as like a little tiny baby kitten who was just like dirty as hell and like looked like shit. Brought him into the office, and like he was just there in the office, and like no one at the school like really knew what to do. Like, oh, what are we gonna do with this cat? Nobody really wants to take it. None of the teachers wanted to take it, so I just said, well, he was cute, and my girlfriend was saying that she wanted to get a cat, so I said, all right, if nobody else wants to take him, I'll take him. And of course, no one else wanted to take him, so he came home with me. And then very shortly after that, a friend of mine and his girlfriend, now wife, as well, they found that nylon just on the street as well, but they already had like 3 cats, so they didn't want to take another one. So they asked if we wanted a second cat, and we said, well, we might as well give Pencil a friend to play with. So we did, and we took him. But actually, he had like a really bad eye infection, so he stayed with them for a little while, like quarantine, before he was introduced to Pencil. One thing that's great about this kit, better than the master grade and high grade, is that we have this secondary gray color instead of stickers, or this gray color on the Armed Armor DE. That's nice. Let's see. I'm going to be putting this part on here, like that. These guys, oh, god damn, it's like barely any difference. The wider part on the bottom. I think next time we do this, I'm gonna like just put on a movie, so I'm not just like talking to myself the whole time. Someone asked, why not pencil and eraser? Yeah, I wanted to do that because we had pencil first, and then we were bringing Nylon into the family, and I wanted to change his name from Nylon to Eraser. Nylon was the name given to him by my friend's wife, because they, like I said, they were taking care of him before he came to live with us, and she named him Nylon. I wanted to change it to Eraser. Seemed like it made sense, but we decided to just keep it as Nylon. I think he likes the name anyway. Why is this not going in? Yeah, get in there. Okay. Someone says wealthy. Not really sure why. Ain't nobody wealthy here, man, I'll tell you that. We're doing all right, though. Someone said, my cat is also a rescue cat. His name is Star. That's a pretty good name. And my sister named him. That's cool. You have a cat named Star. Star winning, Star Bill Strike. No, that's good. No, my sister named him, not me. There we go. I was having a lot of trouble getting that those gray pieces into there. Finally, they are in. We need some cycle frame here. Cycle frame. And these parts on top. So here's this part, and opens up. I'm guessing once this is more complete, that opening mechanism will work better. But just to give you guys a look at that. That part is done. Or actually, we need to put this on the kit. So I'm supposed to transform this to destroy mode first. Putting this on, so open that up. Take the connection piece off. Why? I don't really understand the point of that, but okay. So let's take off the connection piece. Close this. Huh? What's the point of that? I don't really get this. Anyway, whatever. Just going into here like that. Snaps onto the front of the shield like so. Someone's saying show the cat. Yeah, I'm gonna show the cat. Just wait, will ya? I want to finish snapping this together first. Just hold on, man. I'll show you my dang cat. He's not in this room at the moment. All right. We need these parts. What is that? This one? Like that. This part like that. This part here. These inside of here. These. Here, this one on the front. I hope this is going to be easy to take apart. A lot of these parts are snapping together very tightly, which is good, but that's not good when it comes to painting. When I need to take all this stuff apart. Hopefully, I'm not going to break too much of it. I'm sure it's going to be unavoidable to break a couple of these connection pieces. Hopefully, not too badly. Looks like this is going where? Just in there, like that. And this one, where's that piece? I don't have that piece. What is that? WM2? Where is that? Whoa, damn, that was close. Almost threw this runner away while missing this part. Phew! Almost lost an essential piece to my armed armor DE. That was close. Careful, you guys. Don't throw your runners away until you're sure they're really empty. Sometimes some little parts can be hiding. When you're working with a kit like this, or like all the parts are so huge, it can be easy to miss a little part. So let's see, where's that? This one's going here. This one in here, where? Like this? Like that? Should that go in more? That's it. Okay. There's that. Let's see. Zach is having trouble making what's that say? Damn, this chat scrolls too fast. Zach is having trouble making the PG Banshee Norn, eh? I recall Sid from HLJ and Jerry on having issues too. I'm not having issues really. It's just the one part I couldn't get in. I mean, video full of Necco wafers. Do you guys like Necco wafers? I used to eat them a bunch when I was a kid, but they're probably pretty shit candy. I used to always eat Necco wafers whilst on like trips with my parents, like road trips. Eat them in the car on road trips. It would suck if Zach breaks a critical piece of his PG like the waist section. No, I will. I'm hoping that's not going to happen. This little guy is going on here. That's it. All right. It doesn't really look right, but apparently that's right. Okay. That there. This on here. This is so huge. Damn. Is that closed all the way? Yeah, I guess it is. There's the top half. So the top half, just to show this to you guys here, the top half of the Armed Armor DE is like the same size as just the regular shield. So very, 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 very big. Okay, next number one is going to be putting this here. Anyway. That one there. Number two. Putting this piece. One underneath. Number three. Pushing that up. It is up. That doesn't look like that's right. Apparently it is. Okay. And let's see. We need to take this apart. Let's see. Someone's asking about least favorite Gunpla. I don't know. Yeah. No. That was actually easier than I thought. Then, okay, B would be this part going on to here. Okay. Into here. Well, damn. All right, these the connection parts here, you have to sort of rearrange those parts. You're supposed to put them on the arm first before putting them on here, but just because I don't have an arm to attach them to, here's where you can see how those are just going to clamp around on the sides of the arm. If you're familiar with the Master Grade Unicorn, That's, I mean, especially the full armor version, it should be pretty recognizable as how it kind of clamps onto the Ying Tonfa part of the arm. So here is the Armed Armor DE in unicorn mode. Okay, I think that wasn't totally snapped, and now it is. All right, so yes, here it is. It is gigantic. If we once again bring in our Master Grade Unicorn, point this down a little bit so you can see. Here's the size comparison. 1/100 scale Master Grade Unicorn and 1/60 scale Armed Armor DE. If we open this up, I think we should just be able to slide this down like so. Open this up with the cycle frame inside. Open this up first, then here, like that. Master Grade had the same problem that when you're opening the parts of the armed armor, some of the armor parts need to be like slid underneath other parts, and getting everything to go the way it's supposed to can be a little bit tricky. There we go. And open up the regular shield. Back. There we go. Look at how ridiculous this is. It's so huge. Like, look at that. Whoa, it's so big. Oh my god. What the heck? Oh my god, it's ridiculous. Look at this. It's like twice the height of the Master Grade. Master Grade comes up to like here, and then like that. Yeah, it's like twice the height of the Master Grade. It's so big. Like, it's crazy. The armor parts feel a little bit loose. This part here, you can probably hear it shaking a lot there. They feel a little bit loose on there, but I'm sure once everything's painted up and like posing it, should be fine. But man, this thing is very large. It's pretty incredible, actually. So very, very big. Let's go ahead and close this back up. Close this here. Close this, and there we go. It's back in unicorn mode. Very easy. Cool. So it is now 12:36. We've been going about an hour and a half now. We'll probably cut it about there. That will at least just give you guys a look at the shield. I will maybe wrap it up for now. As I said, there's now more of you watching than at the start, so I'll go ahead and say this again, guys. It's 12:30 at night right now. At the morning, in just about 6.5 hours from now, I'm going to be doing the live broadcast over on Jim's channel, Gunpla Fixation. Go over there and check that out. It's going to be this month's episode of Gunpla Talk. We're going to be talking about some cool stuff. So I'm going to go shower and sleep, and then come back to live YouTube broadcasting with them over on Jim's channel. So yes, you want me to bring the cat. So just a minute, I'll go bring my cat. One of them. Here's Nylon, my black cat. As you can see, he has like an eye problem. When he was a baby, his eyes were super badly infected. Like, he almost lost them, but they healed and he can still see. And he's looking around very intently because they're never allowed in this room. So he's just kind of looking around. His eyes don't work all that well, but he still can see. And he's very shy and timid and doesn't really like being held, really. He's letting me hold him. He's not squirming now just because he's just doesn't really know what's going on, but I'll let him run back to the sofa. Oof. And yeah, that is going to be it for tonight, guys. Thanks for watching. We didn't really get a whole lot done in an hour and a half. We built the base, we built the armed armor DE, and we just talked a lot, or I talked a lot at you. So let me know what you guys thought of this show. Was it interesting? What can we change to make it more interesting? Change the camera or change the lighting, sound, anything we need to fix to make this better. For the next part of the video, someone is saying Converge rules, Jane Doe. Yes, I totally agree. Love Converge. This big banner there, if you guys don't know what that is, I highly recommend you go and check out what that is. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know in the comments what we can do to improve this for the next part. Next part, I'm not sure when it will be. Could be tomorrow night, possibly like this exact same time tomorrow, possibly. It might be. Anyway, I'll let you guys know. Once again, I'll post about it on Twitter as well as my Facebook page, so stay tuned there for updates if you want to watch again. And let me know what part you want to build next. If you guys want to see maybe the backpack, because that's another new part for this kit. If you want to see that built, or the head next, or if you guys don't care too much, then I'll just go along and just build it how it goes in the manual. I think after the next thing after the base, I believe, is the torso. Yeah, the first thing is the torso. So if you guys don't really have any special preference, then I'll just go ahead and start with the torso in the next video. Otherwise, let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, no, that's pretty much it. I could ramble some more, but I want to go shower and go to sleep. So thanks for watching. We'll see you bright and early in the morning over on Jim's channel, Gunpla Fixation. Check it out. I'll be there chatting with them. And again, just thank you guys for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.